Hi, we've had quite a good week this week, been quite busy. We're getting ready to go back to work next week under the guidelines given to us by the government and Kennel Club. We can get back to work. So next week we're going to start going to work. So this week we've been quite busy getting ready, and as such I'm a little bit late with doing this, but this is Tricks Week. And it's quite a good week because tricks always promote relationship. We do lots of tricks with our dogs. I use my tricks all the time. If I have a new dog in that I want to get to know, I always use tricks with them, and it's a great way of establishing a relationship and gaining confidence with that dog. And when a dog gets a trick right, it's like you can both be excited about it, and so you tend to get a bit more out of your dog, and it's fun and it's good. And like most things with our dogs, they should always be good and fun, and so that's what we like to do. The two that I'm going to do today are a middle, and I use the middle quite a lot. I use a middle if I am walking out with my own dog and we get approached by another dog. I'll call Charlie into a middle and he'll sit between my legs. I'll give him a reward for that, and the good thing is he'll stay there. It's quite a secure place to be because he's surrounded on two sides, and as long as they're comfortable, which is why we did last week about going under the legs and around, the proximity training, we use all that, and it's not just made up. We do things in a sequence to try and promote the comfortability of your dog being handled and going around you and going into tight situations which are not normal for a dog normally. And the other one we'll do is a simple step up. It's like I call it two paws on. It's just a simple way of getting your dog to step up onto a platform or a bucket, and we'll just go through those. And if Rosie is used to being lured at the moment, you really need to start phasing out the lures. If you look back on lesson 1, we talk about fading lures. It doesn't mean you don't reward. You always reward for work. I mean, we don't go to work without getting paid, so we shouldn't expect our dogs to do stuff for us without being paid. But what you need to get into the mindset of is when we were kids, we used to get paid every day, and as we grew up we got paid by the week, and as we became adults we got paid by the month, so it works like that. And so when we're first starting off with our dog, we pay all the time, and then we gradually fade that pay, and that's why we use the good. And the good means something good is going to happen. You will get a reward eventually, and then that goes on and on. So what you should start to do is, providing you're using your visual cues, you can pay with your other hand. Okay, that's why it's important to have your visual cues. Remember, lesson 1, verbal, visual, mark and reward in that sequence. So if I say to sit, good, and then I'll reward. Okay, so that's the sequence you really need to get into if you want to sharpen up all your training. I mean, don't get me wrong, this is good fun stuff, and we're trying to build relationships on this, and that's what we're trying to work to do. But now we're going to do some rewards, and I'm going to show you middle in the next video, and then I'll show you a spin. But when you do spin, remember, one way is spin, the other way needs to be called another name, and I call it turn, because that is one behavior, that is another behavior. Okay, so I'll do those in the next videos and see how we get on, and then next week will be a wrap around. If you've got any questions between this week and next week, let me know and I can readdress those in the next video, and we go from there. And hopefully you're having a good time with Rosie and enjoying this time off. So see you in the next video.